Hey everybody, you know what day it is. It's a Thursday. And we ready. I don't know about you, but we ready. It's a Thursday and we've been waiting all day for this. The weather is outside, but trust me, it ain't got nothing to do with what's going on the inside.
That's right.
We feel excited about this and we came today and we finna do pre-Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I know there's Thanksgiving, and I know too that every day is a day of Thanksgiving. But every now and then he set aside just this one day, just so that you can just be thankful. And I'm excited about it. I want the crew to introduce themselves. Somebody may have tuned in, don't know who we are, maybe never heard of us. Sometimes we not necessarily a household name yet. So we got to kind of like let you know who we is, what we stand for, and what platform we on. So they're gonna let you know who they are. They grown. They can speak for themselves.
Well, hello, everybody. How are you all doing this evening on this cold, snowy Thursday? If you're from Chicago, I'm sure you're used to it, but I know we probably weren't ready for it. But my name is Tempest, and I am here. I am a co-host here on the Miss V and the Crew podcast show, and we come to you all live every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Excited to be here and chat with you all on today. And we want y'all to call in, chime in with us. I'm going to give you the number, 708-223-8953. So you all can call and chime in with us, okay?
Hi, it's me, Lawanda. How you doing out there? Welcome to a fantabulous Thursday. We are so happy to be here, and we're so happy that you're chiming in and you're spending time with us, just giving us your hour of your time. It feels so good to have you here with us, and just sit back, relax, and join in, and just have a good time with us on today. All right?
Ain't telling about none of y'all platforms. You're in the your what you
bubbling brown sugar. You can reach me on there. LJ Hopper on Instagram and LaWanda J Hopper on Facebook. So yeah, you can reach me on any one of those platforms if you want to talk. You need some advice. You want prayer, whatever it is. If I can assist you, or you need short stories or a poem, I do those too. Just reach out.
All right. Well, you can find me on Facebook at Tempest Marceau. You can find me on Instagram at TB Loving God. And I have a t-shirt brand. You can find me there at Strength in You Creations. If you need a t-shirt made, a hoodie made, sweatshirt, I'm the one you can reach out to. Okay.
Man, you see how much good stuff these people got going on. I promise you, it's so much good stuff, and sometimes what you're looking for is right in front of you, and you didn't even know it. Mm-hmm. So we just letting you know that right here on this Miss V podcast with the crew with me, just coming to you every Thursday with some real talk. And we enjoy that, and I hope you enjoy tuning in with us today. Just like she said, today we're going to be talking about being grateful and just being thankful. And before we get started, I was just thinking about the other day when I was talking about somebody, and they said there was two boys that was walking, and the two boys that was walking, one of the boys said, "Man, these grapes we got is so sweet." Yeah, the other said, "Yeah, but they got too many seeds in them." And he got a little farther. He said, "Man, that is such a beautiful rose garden." He said, "Yeah, but you got to see all them thorns they got." He said, there are some people, no matter what you is, when they is in a comfortable position and they're grateful, they can see good in even the littlest things. And when they are ungrateful, no matter what it is, they can see what's wrong with it. So we just on a grateful Thursday, and we just want to tune in with you and just talk about some of the things that and I know we could tell you, because I can tell you, I don't want to even get started, because I did say before I came here, and I'm trying to say it most of Thursdays, I'm not going to talk as much, because, sometimes I can be kind of overwhelming.
No, you can talk as much as you need to.
Sometimes I can be overwhelming. I can just, because I tell them, I say, it's kind of like, you get up on you know how airplane get in the air and then they can't come right down when they wanted to.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to say, you know,
sometimes
like,
you gotta take flight.
You gotta take flight, baby.
Take flight.
You gotta take flight.
so sometimes I'll be like, you have to like tell me stay on the runway, because if you mess around and get in the air, then things are not getting. It may decide to go a little bit way off the script. So I
That's
try.
all right, though. That's
what we need.
I try my best to just stay on the runway, because I know, you know, sometimes I have to catch myself and say, wait a minute, hold up.
That's all right. But you know what? That's the purpose of our platform. We here to talk. That's what we do. We here to talk.
But
and if you got that feeling of taking flight, you take flight and say what you need to say, and then we move on. That's all. That's what we here to do. We here to talk. You can't be hushing up now. We on the talk radio show. How you gonna hush on the talk radio show?
You know
we come
what?
out here every Thursday from 8 to 9 to
take
talk,
flight.
to take flight, baby.
You
And
know-
that's what we gonna do.
You know the crazy thing about that, I'm with some women's and a crew here that just honors me and love me and want me to talk. I be in a house with folks and they tell me to shut up.
You're not gonna get that
That's
over
all
here.
right.
So
Well,
it's just good to be around some people
That's
that just
it.
love you however you, the way you is. Love me when I'm
That's it.
unlovable. They just love me anyhow.
Love me
And
for
I'm
who
just
I am.
grateful, and I'm just glad to be here, and I'm just I'm comfortable. And I
Yes.
think that's probably one of the things that you get on this place and you get to talking, and this is a place and I love to do.
So do I.
I do. I love
Yeah.
I love talking, and I said it in and then we're gonna go on to because I know for everybody, and we can start off, and then we can just bounce in off of each other, because I was telling them, you know, when it comes to being grateful, it's just so easy. You know, when you get up in the morning and you do that stretch and you just look at a day that you had never seen before, and then you just went to thinking about, oh, last night I didn't even get a call through the middle of the night.
That's
Yes.
I didn't even
come on.
wake up and sleep. And then, you know, I even got even further than that. I got up this morning and I go out on my back porch and I see the trees. And I believe they be talking to me when I get up in the morning. Birds be singing to me in the morning and just telling me
All
good
right,
morning.
all right.
And if they can say thank you, I just get up and just say, I just thank you.
Lord.
Thank
That I
you.
just got up and got another day, got in my car, and my car started. And then when my car started, then I finally got onto a job, parked in
Come
a
on.
lot. And sometimes I get parked in a lot where my park is just that's right at the door. I say thank you, Lord,
Thank you.
for a good park. Then when I get in there, the elevator takes me all the way to an express. Don't stop on no other floor.
All right.
Takes me all the way to the top floor. And I just said, thank you, Lord, for an
Thank you.
express.
That's it.
Then I get inside and somebody
you,
already
Lord.
done put some breakfast on my desk. Thank you,
Thank
Lord.
you,
It
Lord.
didn't
Thank you,
don't
Lord.
deserve it, didn't do nothing to earn it.
My God.
And sometimes I don't even think to even tell them thank you. And then I said, Lord, the people done been good to me.
Yes.
And if I don't tell them thank you, Lord, I got to tell you thank
Gotta
you.
tell you
Thank you.
Gotta tell
Because
you
it
thank
gave
you.
me favor in spite of me.
Yes, Lord.
In spite of my wrongs and in spite of my shortcomings.
Yes.
And I know, and I say it all the time, you know, we ain't no religious station, and I say that, but what's in you just gonna automatically come out of you.
That's it.
Because I don't never ever want you to put these crew and me in a box,
Yes.
because we can talk about whatever.
You better say it.
Oh yeah,
We ain't in no box.
no, don't. And what they said, don't put baby in no corner.
No,
Don't put me in no box.
don't put me in no box.
No. I ain't your everyday. I
You
ain't
don't know
your
what we
everyday
gonna talk
whatever.
about.
No. You know that was you a Christian. You don't even know what a Christian look like. Don't tell me what I ain't. So I'm excited today,
Yes,
and we
Lord.
gonna just get started. I can do this whole thing about being grateful, because this is just we in my arena. What that ain't the right word, is it?
Yeah.
I say a lot of words
You're
wrong.
in
We
an
in-
arena.
that's okay.
Arena.
That's right.
Yeah, but
it's
it's
my
a
arena.
yeah, but it's a lot of them I can't say
That's
right.
okay.
You know,
That's okay. You
Like I
know
be-
what you mean.
that's what I tell the kids. You know that they say
Yes.
you be calling each other the wrong name,
Mhm.
and I be calling one that name. I say, yeah, but you know who I'm talking
That's
to.
what I say too.
It don't
know
matter
who I'm
what name I call you. You know who I'm talking to.
talking
Don't
They
be
about
making
didn't
me
want you to
feel-
talk to them. They wanted you to call the other one.
Yeah, they don't make me feel slow. I know. You know who I'm talking to.
You know they think they feel like us when we get older we get slower.
They do.
But you know what my mama had a saying, keep living.
Uh-huh.
So that's what I like to tell them. You keep living, right? Because we all gonna get to that point. We start off slow. We get in the middle. We move a little fast and get a little fast, and then you start ending up. You start winding down. Things
Oh, yeah.
change. But that don't mean we stupid. We just a little slow there. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, they'll
slower than
paint
we
you.
used to be.
I know. I told a nigga paint you. I told him I done got so, and technology is one of the things that really we grateful for it, but it's one of the things that can really make you dumb because
so
you now you don't even have to worry about spelling the word. You just try to spell it and it just gonna spell it for you.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about no phone numbers no more. I used to know everybody's phone number.
Yeah.
Now I don't even know nobody's phone number. They said, "What your dog?" I used to work and they used to come in and they were like, "I don't know my daughter's phone number." I said, "That don't make no sense. She don't even know her daughter's phone number." Now they have me my daughter. I don't know her number. I don't know number. Go get my phone.
Yeah.
Go get the phone. I can find her. I can tell you the number. But that's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It makes you lazy. It puts you in a position where you don't have to use it. And you need to be pushed.
Yeah.
Sometimes
you gotta use. You need to continually use your brain.
Your brain.
You gotta use it. The more you use it, the better you get. The stronger you can keep it. I had to learn. I had to memorize my kids' numbers because I was like that at one point. I didn't know nobody's number, and I started saying, I need to memorize these numbers because if your phone died, you stranded, and your phone died, and you need help. How you gonna call for somebody if you can't remember the number and your phone dead? You don't have a charger. You messed up.
I know.
911. That's the only number I remember.
But how you gonna call them if your phone dead?
I remember their number if I go somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. But you still need to. So if they say, what if ain't nobody at your house?
911.
I mean,
I'm lost.
And they need to get you home. Anything? You still need? What if you need urgent care though? And you need somebody?
911. That's all I know.
But do you know your children's number?
That's why I know.
You don't know none of your kids' number.
I know the first 3 digits.
So our assignment for the next time we come back is to know I at least know some children's number now. Okay, we go. That's
they
our
shouldn't
assignment.
be changing them so much.
Do y'all know y'all kids' number out there? We use these cell phones all the time for everything. Do y'all know anybody's number without looking at y'all phone? Chairman, let me know. Do y'all use the phone for everything?
Well, I'm just so thankful for my brain, the part that I can use. I am very thankful for that. God is so good. I remember the first 3 and the area code in the first 3. The last 4, they coming. Eventually, they coming because I got a lot of kids, so that's a lot of numbers. But back in the day, you're right. But what I do have, and I haven't been using it lately. I still have a regular phone book with all the numbers still written in it. So I used to carry it in my purse, and I stopped carrying it in my purse. I'm gonna have to go back to that because that was my brain then. But yeah, I don't remember it.
Yeah, so Wanda, you was one of those that had that black book too.
Yeah, and I still do.
Come on,
I got it. All those old numbers, my sister them numbers. I got it.
Yeah, but I one time I had that black book.
Right,
the black book. Yeah,
it's gone now.
You need a black book now.
My black book is in my phone. My phone is my black book now. Now.
I couldn't keep up with all them numbers, so I needed a black book.
You got to use the phone for the black book now.
No, I'm talking about I don't need a black book now.
Okay,
I just got a book for family numbers and stuff. But I'm saying back in the day, I needed a black book. I couldn't keep up with them numbers, so y'all better get a black book. Forget that phone. If, like you just said, the phone go out and it die.
What you gonna do?
You need that black book.
Yeah.
You better call somebody. You better call Tyrone. Somebody.
You better call them.
I hear you.
Need that black book.
When I get one, I'm gonna work on that book.
Shoot, I don't need them now, but yeah. But I am so grateful to be able to sit on this platform with you ladies. I am so grateful for God allowing me to work in the school and work with kids for so long and be able to retire at a young age and still work. I'm so glad that I'm still got my health and my strength. I'm glad that my bones ache sometimes, but they still move around.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have 20/20 vision, but I got good vision. I can see what I need to see. I am so grateful for my grandchildren. They growing up and they becoming just men and women. I've seen these little babies here, and it's just a joy to be a young grandmother. I ain't want to be a young grandmother. But at the same time, it's just a joy. I got so much to be grateful for. And like you said, I get in my car and the check engine light is on, but the car is still starting. It got me here today. The tires are kind of slick, but it's still moving, and everything is doing what it needs to do. I'm just praying. I'm thankful that He gonna get it fixed. He gonna get it fixed for me, and I'm just grateful. I'm so happy to just be in my element. I'm happy about that.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm thankful. I'm thankful too, just to be a part of this platform with you, beautiful ladies. Just thankful that God has. I came out of my comfort zone because sometimes you can be a little stuck. It's certain things in you that God trying to tell you to do, but you be in that comfort zone. I truly thank God that He has opened this door for me because it has allowed me to step out a little bit more. I'm thankful and I'm grateful for being here on today because back in April of this year, I was in a very bad car accident that almost cost me my life. So it totaled my car. I was headed north, but when the man hit me, I was turned east. So I truly thank God that I'm still here today, right? Because I could have been gone. I'm so grateful for my children. Just grateful for my health and my strength. Thankful that I still have the activities of my limbs. Even also in April, I had a surgery on my knee. I had a torn meniscus and I had a surgery. And the accident I had caused me to have a torn meniscus now on my left knee. So now I got some issues going on with both of these knees, but I'm thankful that I can still walk. I might be in a lot of pain some days, but I'm thankful and grateful that I still have the activities of these limbs and that I can still walk. Sometimes we go through things and we like to sit down, we give up or whatever. And I'm just grateful to God that He didn't give me a give up kind of spirit. He gave me a spirit to keep on going. I'm thankful because I could have sat down. I had days, plenty of days after this surgery because the surgery didn't work. I have more pain just about now than I had before I had the surgery. So I got some other things I need to look into. But I had my days where I was depressed. I was a little stressed out and I cried a whole lot of days. But yet I still kept going. I couldn't give up because God has been too good for me to give up. I thank Him for that. So I'm just thankful on today. I'm thankful for my 3 beautiful kids, my 2 handsome grandsons. I'm just grateful on today. I'm thankful for peace, and peace. Because at one point in time, I didn't have peace. I'm just grateful. When I tell you, baby, I'm grateful, I am grateful. I'm thankful to God because He is so good to me. He good.
I love that.
Yes.
What are you thankful for out there?
What y'all thankful
Chime
for?
in and let us know what you're thankful for. This is coming up to this holiday season where people just take for granted that it's all about eating food.
Yes.
And we all love to eat. We all like to watch some of us like to watch the football games, relaxing and be around family. But there's so much more to be thankful for because at one year I lost a lot of family members back to back, but there's still some that's here and I'm able to enjoy them. So, we all have something to be thankful for. Let us know what you're thankful for.
I totally agree. I mean, it's so many things that we just point out some of the simpler things, but there are so much to be grateful for, and I admire that testimony. That is awesome. And and sometimes people need to hear. They say that some people are overcome by their testimonies, and sometimes you need to share because somebody will think if they got through it, I can get through it too.
Come on, right.
And so it's a good thing to do it. When I talk to these young people, and I talk to about 10 a month, and I give them stuff. I tell them what I'm gonna give you. You can't get it out of no book. It's some stuff that you have to get. It has to come from here.
Oh yeah.
Because now we living in such a crucial time now. And I was reading something that the Vice President Harris said. She said, "This ain't no time for you to throw up your hands. This is the time for you to roll up your sleeves." And I said, that is so true in so many areas. In so many areas, it's true in the homes. It's true in the church. It's true at jobs. People are throwing up their hands, acting like they don't care. It don't make no difference. But it's time for you to roll up your sleeves and say, "No, it's the time for me to get in the ring. It's time for me to get ready for the fight."
That's right.
I'm like most of you guys. I've been blessed. I've had 3 beautiful children, and I hope they hear this because they say I don't usually give them no credit. I hope they hear me tell them to
I
tell
hope they
the
hear you
tell the
tonight.
world. I got 3 beautiful ones. I want to. I want them to hear it. I want them to hear it. I do have 3, and actually, when I get to go to at my job, and I sit there with these people these young kids who I'm talking to, they are in early 20s. So I'm talking to some people that's probably going to be doctors. But I try to give them something to get in their head. And I tell them about some of them as young as my grandchildren's. They are not like my children's, my grandchildren's. And so when I speak to them, I tell them I speak to them in a spirit so that they can see that this is not a game and this is not no joke. And so if you picked this for the wrong reason, you picked it for some money, you picked it for some prestige. Trust me, if you're not able to go home and look in the mirror and say, Lord, I done something good today that I can be pleased with, and trust me, then he said, then it won't be in vain. So I tell them always about my children. I said I have 3 children, and I got some grandchildren. And I tell them, I said I got an oldest daughter who stays in Nashville. And I go visit her often. And when I go there, she has it laid out for me. She have what I want to eat, what I want to drink, what I want to, all the candies I have. She have it all laid up.
I need to
That's
go
sweet.
see her.
Come on, baby. I ain't
sweet.
joking. I ain't, and I'm not telling no
I'm
story.
coming.
She have it laid out for me. And when I get to the room, she have my Pepsis on one side. She have all the candies, all everything just laid for me in the bed.
I'm coming.
And then she have my towel racks and all the stuff that she want me, from all that. And then when I get through, and then she tell me, Mama, what you want to eat for breakfast and what you want to eat for lunch and what you want to eat, where you want to go out to eat. She do all that. And by the 3rd day, she said, now, Mama, you on your own. It's self-service now. She said, it's been full service for a few days. Now it's self-service. You can serve yourself. But by the time she do that, she's still doing it. And I told him, I don't come way down here to work. I come down here to be served. I get it. I get it.
I love that.
I tell
I'm
them,
coming.
and
with you.
I tell them, I said, I said, my baby daughter, she's here. And everybody knows her. She could sing, songwriter, producer, direct. She does it all. Yes, and I promise you, in whatever she's going through, she wears it with like a queen. You won't even know what she's going through. She is that type of person. I mean, I calls her on the phone and said, I got somebody's birthday here today, and I want you to sing through the phone. And she said, Mama, you can do it. Just go on, put it to the thing and sing. They having a program here today because I want somebody to come, and I want you to come to the job, and I want you to come and sing. She said, Mama, I said, come on, you can do it. She comes to the job and she sing. She got that thing at the church. Yeah. I don't, she said, Mama, but I'm gonna come after or come before. It don't matter what you do, just come. And so I know I have this. And then I have my son who stay with me. And I told him, I said, sometimes when your children don't stay with you, you see more good in them. And I know that's crazy, but it's the truth. Yeah. When they stay around you all the time, you happen to see some of their bad stuff. And if you ain't careful, it will outweigh their good stuff. Come on. Never. He just made yesterday, he just made 45 years old. I know. I didn't mean to say that because that make me kind of old. Some stuff
you don't mean to say. That's a blessing.
He made 45 on yesterday.
Too. You look good.
On yesterday, he made 45, and I sent a message to him, and I told him, I said, I hope you enjoy your birthday, but have wise choices because you can. I know myself. How I look back and say my soul look back and wonder. Because if I had made better choices and better decisions, some of the things that I'm doing through right now, it would probably have been better. Yeah, so now I'm trying to tell you every day that every choice you make sure you think it through. Maybe you walk it through. Yes. Maybe you see, is it a wise one? I know I'm already going.
No. You was good. Don't take flight. No. We laughing at something else.
I'm already.
Take flight.
So I'm
flight, Miss B. Take flight.
I want a decent.
No, take flight.
But yeah, you get to talking about it, and you're talking about a 45-year-old that does not talk back. You're talking about a 45 that I can say, put my finger in you, and it is nothing said. So it's a lot of stuff I talk about, but I'm grateful. Yes. That in spite of that, somewhere down the line, and when I talk about my children, I say somewhere down the line, I don't even give myself credit. That somewhere down the line that somebody sent some favor down there because it was people that was in their life that maybe helped me. Church people that helped me. counselors at schools that helped me, family that helped me. So there was a lot of people that had a touch, that touched in their lives, and I can't take all the credit. Right. And only thing I say is people say, well, do your children owe you anything? I know people say that all the time. Oh, yeah, this is nah, man. I don't say that. Yes, say that you owe me. Yeah, you owe me. And you say, how do I owe you? Because what you did, I would do it all over again. So how could you say I owe me? Don't you realize that every characteristic that your mama have, you ought to have some of them? Don't you realize that when somebody see you, they ought to say, that's Miss V's daughter. And when they say that, they ought to say it with admiration. They ought to say it with that's a fine child. That's a fine boy. That's a polite child. They got a beautiful attitude. Because some of that is saying it's your mama's fault.
That's right. Yeah.
So whatever I given you, I ought to see it. Do you think you put money in your bank and you put money in the bank just so you can go and get nothing but dust back? You put your money in the bank so you can have some interest in your income.
All right now.
So when I say something, I want to see some interest.
Yes.
When you talk, let Vaughn show up. When I see you walk, I better see some of me in you. And when I see my son coming, I can see my son coming. That's me. I was seeing my son in the MGM Graham. We was at the fight. I was sitting there with people that had millions of dollars. I didn't even have a dime. And I'm sitting there and they on their phones. I didn't even have one. And I'm sitting there with them. And I can look down the aisle miles away. And I knew my son out of all of them. Because he's got his print on him. I can know him from a mile away.
V-print.
It's a V-print.
V-print.
And don't you know that every one of your children ought to have something that stands in you, and it ought to show up in you. Don't you tell me I done raised you for 45, 48, 50 years, and you don't have nothing?
You have 50 years?
Now I'm messing around. I'm messing around now. Baby, don't get me started. Don't, because come on, baby, I'm telling you. And so, and every one of us, you ought to have lived a life so that your handprint is on the wall. He said, do you see the handwriting on the wall? It ought to be something that can identify with you. Don't you know the man that was driving down south and he stopped because his truck quit on him? And when his truck quit, the man said, I don't know nobody here. And one of the old men said, but who is you? He said, well, I know your daddy. And since I know your daddy, what you need, because I was a good friend with your daddy. And don't you realize that when you have lived that life, you ought to be good friends with the daddy. Right. And if I look like my daddy, I ought to have some signs of him daddy. Don't you come here and tell me you talking, I heard you talk like that, and you my child. No. When you stand up, something ought to say, that's Miss V's daughter.
All right.
Yeah. That's Miss V's son.
That's a good one. I like that.
No. There's interest in what you have deposited.
That's a good one.
That's absolutely
true.
You're
right.
I
like that.
Yeah,
that's good.
There ought to be some interest.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I agree, because you know what? I got some adult children as well, and they won't cuss at me. They don't raise their voice. What I say, go, and everything like that. And when they go places, people, like they, yes, sir, no, ma'am, and stuff like that. They very mannerable. And they said to come from your mama, because your mama mannerable. You're right. You're absolutely right. I love that what you said, because I've been seeing on just yesterday on Facebook where some young men are outside with guns in their neighborhood and just terrorizing the neighborhood like some in a movie. And so that reflects their parents, because this are 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids outside. You don't know where they at? Right. You and then somebody's neighborhood with weapons threatening the neighborhoods. It's a reflection of, and people say, oh, their parents didn't do it. No, their parents didn't do it, but it's a reflection of who raised them. Sometimes we can raise our children, but sometimes the streets raise them, or the community raise them, because we say, go outside and play. Yeah. Go outside and do that. Or we send them with Uncle Bob and Uncle Tom and Auntie Sally, and we don't pay attention to the signs that's out there. And so, we got to be thankful for how we raised our children. So we got to be thankful for the heart they have. And we got to get that interest back. We got to see the interest in our children.
I love that. You got to see the interest.
And and I'm finna calm
Well, let me say real quick before you take flight. Let me say real quick. Let me get mine out. Let me fly.
Be like, let me sit on my hands. Let me sit on my hands. So I won't
Let me get my time to fly, y'all. But no, that was really good. I love what you said. And that's, I get that a lot, like with my kids, especially when they was growing up and you had to go to the school for them to pick up report cards or something like that. I always get from all three of my kids, I've always got great feedback from like teachers and even from people who they just know. And your kids is so well mannered and they so respectful and they so nice and they so this. And I'll be like, wow, sometimes you thankful, right? And then you got to sit back sometimes, because sometimes you feel like I'm raising my kids and I'm trying to do my best. And sometimes you feel like you ain't doing as good as you are. You feel like you ain't doing enough, or you question yourself at times. Am I raising them right? Am I giving them my best? Am I doing this? And then when you get that kind of feedback, it gives you a sense of hope. You know what I'm saying? And you become grateful because now you're doing something good. And then just to piggyback, when you say you ought to have a characteristic or something of your daddy, that's how we ought to be too with our daddy God, because I call him my daddy God. So if I'm walking up right before the Lord, or I'm walking for my daddy, I got to have a characteristic of him, right? I want somebody, if you see me, I want you to see God, the light of God in me. I want you to be able to tell the difference in me versus somebody who ain't living for God, right? We got to walk with that characteristic and know that his blueprint is all over us, because that's our daddy God.
Yeah, I believe that's the daddy she was talking about, right?
That's who you talking about? That's who she was talking about.
Yeah,
okay, well, we talking about the same daddy God.
So we have a lot to be thankful for.
A lot to be thankful for.
Amazing. You want to take flight again? Go ahead.
That's all right.
Let me ask them out here. Y'all listening to us out there. What are you all thankful for? We want y'all to call in, to chime in, and just talk with us on tonight. You can reach us at 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. We waiting on y'all to call. Call in and talk to us. We see y'all, out there on live watching us, and we are so thankful for you watching us. Share this video as well. Share this live, okay? So we, share. And you can also find us at IntellectualRadio.com. And that's YouTube, right? That's on YouTube, IntellectualRadio.com. And go to the website, hit that like and subscribe button. And y'all follow us here at Miss V in the Crew Podcast. Beautiful. Love y'all. Mwah.
Beautiful.
Yes. I can't read what I think somebody wrote something, but if you the phone, if you have a question or you want to type it in, just type it in and we can read it and talk about that as well. We are so grateful for you all, for just giving us the hope that this can go on, and for supporting us. We are so very grateful for everybody that ever chimed in, that still chimes in, that's asks questions, and those that just listen. I have a coworker that every time I get to work, after the show, we do a recap. We do a recap, and she lets me know that your face was all up in that camera. We do it, and that just touches my heart. And she asked me today, what's the topic? I'm gonna be on, so I'm calling you out, Miss Dawn. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Dawn.
I mean, thank you for being such a great supporter. And she know all the topics, and we talk about it. And so I just thank God for that. I'm so grateful for each of you.
Yes,
I am too.
Okay, y'all.
I'm grateful as well. I mean, I think about even my job. It's coming in times, that nearing retirement, because some people keep asking me, when you gonna retire? And financially, I ain't got no help, and I got to try to work long as I can. But the other reason is I have a job that's not stressful. I'm grateful that. Oh my God,
that's always a good thing.
When you can go to work and don't feel like you at work.
Yeah,
that's a good thing. I mean, that you can go there, and even on the days I'm not lovable, they still loves me, and they shows it. And when I tell you, when I get there, I got one young lady that comes faithfully every day, and she brings me an orange. And I told her, I know, and I do the same thing, because I look at her and I say, how do you do it every day? Now, and when I say it, you think I'm joking. Every single day,
Wow.
she brings me on. She said, "Come get your citrus."
Oh.
And I'm like, she said, "Because I know you may not get all your ingredients you need, but you at least gonna get some citrus."
All right.
And then she brings me some nuts. And I said to myself, how do you think of this every single day to bring it? Because I know being consistent is something.
It takes it's a process.
It takes something.
Yeah, it takes something.
And
it's
if you bring it to me on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you better bring it on Thursday and Friday. Because now I'm already looking for it now. So now she mess around and don't bring it, we're gonna have some problems because
you ain't bring me my citrus, my calcium,
every
my
single
proteins.
day. She never fails. She never fails. And then I promise you. And do you think I don't never ever take none of this stuff for granted? And I said, I don't know what it wasn't nothing I did. And it ain't where I've got no money because I ain't got none. It ain't like I know somebody important because I don't know nobody important. But the only thing I can say is, and I says it faithfully, I got favor.
That's
you
it.
got favor.
That's it.
Oh, you got favor.
And that favor
giving me so much
say.
favor, and I'm grateful to it. I go to a church, and I've been in this church just almost 60 some years.
Yes.
And in this church I've been in for 60 some years. I don't go to another church because I don't think nobody else will take me. You get some stuff. Ain't no need of you trying to go and try to think you can pull that on everybody. Because I stay at distance because I know these people ain't gonna. They'll be like, something wrong with this woman. Now, I know they would. They'll be like, they'll be thinking I'm slow. So I just stay there because these here they don't care. They don't care. They go on with it. They don't care.
You got favor.
I already know it. I got favor. I do know that everybody, pastor couldn't handle it. They'll be like, wait a minute, what's wrong with this woman right here? Well, did you
disobedient?
Yeah, I know it. I stick with the one that know me. I know it.
So what's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it.
Baby,
is that it?
Baby, I told him. I said, and the reason I tell him, and I tell him this all the time, I'm never ever hard to find. Everything about me is longevity. Most of the friends I have, they've been long friends. I've lived in the same house. I've lived on the same block. I've worked at the same job. It's longevity. So I'm not hard to find. Yes. So if anybody tell you, because they tell me, well, because even I got grandkids, and I got a grandson right now. He's in the Navy, and he is he's so. I mean, he's so awesome. And when he was going and when he come to places, because he still said, yes, ma'am, and no, sir. And when he get there, I tell him, don't you never ever let nobody change your small beginnings. That's where you came from. That's what made you. I don't care what no other kid is doing. I don't care what no other kids are saying. Don't you never ever try to be like nobody else. There's only one you. And you better remain like that. And he said, well, yeah, Granny, I wanted to give up, but you told me. I said, don't even try it. Because people can put stuff in your head. People can make you feel like you can't do it. But trust me, baby, when you look around and you know whose you is, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Anything. He said, I can do all things. So all you got to do is keep feeding your faith.
That's it.
And your doubt will starve.
Somebody wrote something on your page, but I don't know what they wrote.
That's all right. And they already know because they be saying, and I be seeing how they do it. I don't know how they do it. You know how people be like, I see you, and they be naming like, how do they see them little bitty little names on them things?
Let's see. That's why I got my glasses on tonight, y'all, so I can see.
I can't do it.
The camera usually be closer so I can read it, but I can't read it right now.
I can't do it. And I be telling them, now when it's over with, I'm going to put a little something by your name to let you know I saw you.
That's right.
But I can't do it while I'm, because I can't talk and chew gum at the same time. It's some stuff I can't do at the same time. But I be wishing I could see it. I be seeing them do it, because it's a night. I thought we would just, break out into a song or something, like
you
that.
Want us to sing?
I'm always very ready for singing.
Oh, come on.
I know two of them do it, and they'll think I'm gonna embarrass them. Cause
Temper's got a good voice. She sing all the time, don't you?
Girl, don't do that. Yeah. Ask my nephew when I used to be in the choir. He used to be like, Auntie, you is off tone, Auntie. I just have to get in my niece here. Let me hear her start off. Okay, nephew, let her start off, then I'll catch you. But you know what? It's crazy because when I was younger, I used to be a soprano. Then as I got older, I don't know what happened. My
You
voice.
probably stopped using it.
I stopped using it. My voice changed. But baby, I used to go sing. Remember we was at International? I was a soprano. Girl, you know I was a soprano in the choir when we was at the church.
I don't remember.
Now I don't know what I am, Wanda. But I'm gonna tell you, I sound good. I sound good to my daddy God. That's all that matter.
And you better know that.
That's all that matter.
Better know that.
Yeah, well, you know, I know because I sing a song, change the words, and keep going. I will.
Add your own to it.
I know, you know what, and that's one of the things about everybody ought to have at least a song in their spirit. Now it may not come out your mouth, but you at least ought to have one.
Yeah.
Because I know in some of the weirdest in some of the dark corners or the dark spots in your life, you need to get somewhere where you can have sing a song.
Now.
That's her.
Look at one that you want to throw that in.
You know I go. I don't care. I ain't got a
One.
tone. I ain't got a tune, a C or A.
I tell them. You know, when I be with the musicians and the musicians be like, what key you in? I said,
we don't know what key.
Any key you pick gonna be all right for me. I'm gonna say any key you want.
That's how I used to be, baby. My nephew used to be like, Auntie, that's you not on key, Auntie. I'll be like, okay, nephew, I'm gonna get it. I'll start off and still go someplace else.
But one day, all of them
catch up later.
Come on.
I'll catch up later.
One to know every one of my kids can sing. Every single one of them.
And sing a song how you chills.
And I tell them, and everybody say it. I don't know why they do that, because they think that if your children can sing, they think you can sing.
You can sing.
And I said, I have never
not as good as them.
Well, you didn't have to go.
Oh, she just went down there. Then she go down.
She do that.
That's what it is. She can sing.
I already knew I can't, but that ain't even the point, because I know I can't sing for the peoples. Right. No, they don't like this kind of singing. You got to have a made up mind for yourself. Because I already know it. These people is looking for you to have the right C's and the right D's, right F, and all that kind of stuff. But trust me, when the end come a day, they ain't getting paid either. They ain't going on no award shows either. So ain't no need of you caring about what people think and what people say. And when I get up and sing, and they be telling me, mine have always told me, sit down, mama. We'll sing. And I used to talk and they sang, then and then after a while, I said, I'm gonna get my own song.
But listen, you can direct a choir like it ain't nothing.
Come on.
You know them to up here, down there, low there. You can direct.
Guess what? I was a director too. I was a choir director. I probably didn't have that voice, but they could sing. Long as if y'all know I could do these moves, like tell you do that. Hey, they carrying it. I can direct and you carry it. The voice.
So
you know what? I love this platform. I love these ladies over here because see, we can have fun. We having fun. We having fun.
And we got to
just
find
be
us
who
a
we
song.
are. Yeah, we got to find us a song. What's the song?
I know my kid be go like, Mama, please don't get up there singing. And I be telling them, when you tell me don't.
Now give us a song to sing. Give us a song to sing.
Tell me don't.
We're gonna sing. Oh, Eddie Kane gonna sing over here.
You better not tell me don't sing, because that's the very time I want to sing when you said don't. You know I'm up here. I used to be at school and they used to tell me. I used to think that the teacher was telling me to sit back, because I was her pet. I thought she loved me like that. She didn't want me to get in the choir and sing.
She didn't.
No, she didn't want me to sing. But it's all right. I kept on trying, and I kept on till I got me a couple of songs.
Tell you can't sing.
I don't care. I don't care what they say. I got a lot of karaoke machines. I have a choir by myself.
Come on, baby.
I'm A flat and B flat. Yeah, C sharp.
Yeah. But one young man who kind of liked me, he said, "You a C, baby." I said, "Thank you, baby."
I see you.
I see you what? You said I see you can't sing.
Oh, you trying to say you were being funny? What you say he was trying trying to be funny.
Tell her you'll see, baby.
He said you'll see.
Laughter is
he
good
tell
for
you,
the
I
soul.
see you can't sing. That's what he said. That is a joke. You ain't
know
get
what?
it. You ain't know what he was saying. You thought you had it going on.
Right. He said, "Thank you, baby."
I mean, every time you got with him, you was singing in his ear.
You sounded good to him, Miss B. You sounded good to
Hey.
He
him.
said, see. I'm telling you.
She
hating. She
Now
hating.
you Joe, we'll
She
go.
hating.
Go. I sure
That's it,
thought
she
they was
hating.
here talking about the
Okay,
key on
y'all.
the.
Don't let no man tell you you'll see again. What's the C?
It could have been.
Yeah, see,
It
you don't
could
even
have
know
been my
what it
build.
was.
I don't know it. I don't.
Oh,
He
Lord.
said because it is a C on the keyboard
It
too,
is.
though.
It is.
So he might have was talking
That's
about
a
that C.
hater. You know, she ain't being told that she got that seed, so she ain't. That's all.
I'd be like the woman. I'd be like the woman on there. What that picture is when she be walking off and she said, "Is he looking?"
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, "Is he looking?" Yeah, I know. It is so many great things that even just sitting here is enough for us to just be grateful for and to be thankful. Do you know how many people wish they could be in a position where they could just sit among and talk and share and laugh, have good fun, have good joy, and just be on a platform in general.
Yes, right.
And you just praying that, Lord, I don't say nothing out of order. I don't be embarrassed to not only myself, but to the lady that sit with me, and to people that love me. You just want to say the right things, and sometimes you do, and sometimes you mess up and you don't say the right thing.
That's right. That's
but
life.
But the one thing about life, I want us to know that, and this is one thing that even is my ending, is that I want to say tonight is, I see so many things that hurts me as far as us as family, because if you ever love me and I made a mistake for any reason, I should have done enough stuff that you could look over some of that one thing that have hurt it, that made you fell out of love with me. Don't we be so quick to give up on love? Don't be so quick to give up on people, and especially family. Don't be so quick to just diss them. No. Don't you know, I got in the elevator this morning and the young man was just coming for a treatment, and he said, "I'm mad, I'm ticked off, and I just want to cuss." And I got on the elevator with him, and all of a sudden I told him, I said, "Look, boy, you look good. You got on the right clothes. You got on the right stuff. You got all of this stuff going for you. You came here and you got some joy. And he woke you up this morning and he gave you joy. Don't you let nobody take that from you.
Right,
Do you know how hard it is to get joy? And then all of a sudden you get it, and you're going to let one person take it? Joy is a choice. Choose it. Don't you leave here like that.
That was good.
So that young man got it. He said, "Ma'am, I guess you're right." I said, "I know I'm right about it, baby." Don't you let nobody take what they can give you. Don't let them take your joy. If you don't have anything else, give them yours. Maybe they got up and maybe they weren't talking right. Maybe they weren't thinking right. Maybe they had a bad night. Give them some of yours. You got enough to give. So don't be so stingy with what you got to give. Give it to them. They come in and they talking to you about, say, "I don't know, maybe you're just having a bad day, baby. I'm going to give you some of mine." And you just never, ever know what nobody is going through. Don't be so quick to give up on people. Don't be so quick to see the wrong and see the bad. Because as sure as there's some bad, there's some good too. So let us be grateful for those people that's around us, those people that encounter us every day. Because trust me, we could be entertaining angels. And you could be the one smile that they needed, the one voice that they needed. I'm in the elevator with 3 young men and 2 girls, and they were just cussing and saying all kind of words. And I'm just saying to myself, what done happened? Do I look like I'm their age? Do they know that I am a senior?
No respect.
You know, none.
Yes, no respect.
And then
anymore.
before I can get off the elevator, 3 more was getting on. And they say, "Hey, mama." And then they were saying that, you know how to, I don't crack because I'm looking age, but I'm looking good.
Don't crack.
And they was talking so nice and good. And I said, "Do you know how you guys have blessed me? Because just when I had seen a bad, he showed me there's still good.
Yeah.
He showed me that it's still hope.
Yes.
Don't you get messed up because of one situation, one bad day, one don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's always a rainbow
That's good.
You got to look for it.
That
So
is.
don't you give up on people.
Don't
Love
give up.
me, even when I ain't lovable.
That's it.
Yeah.
Amen.
I want to piggyback off what you said. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. My husband and I were going into a restaurant on Saturday, and I was just greeting everybody. That's like how I do. Hey, how you doing? Good morning and everything. And I greeted one lady, and I said, and she had on a Navy uniform. I said, love that uniform. And I said, good morning. You just have a great day. And then as I was walking towards the car, she said, ma'am. I said, yes. She said, you just made my day. She said, please keep doing that. Please don't stop doing that. And then my husband looked at me and said, what you say? I said, I just told her good morning. Have a great day and everything. She said, please don't stop doing that. So you really don't know what somebody else is going through.
Yeah.
And also, I was on a prayer line this morning, and one of the mothers was on there, and she was talking about how her son-in-law, she lost her son last year. And her son-in-law said, you my mama now. And her son-in-law washes her hair. She said he washes her hair. She said she couldn't eat. She was so depressed. She wouldn't eat. And he kept every day bringing food up there to her. He said, and every day she was turning down. She said he would not stop until she began to eat. And now he fixed her, like she said, now he fixed me big man plates and stuff like that. She said, and I eat. She said, he don't just tell me he loved me. He showed me he loved me. She said, I was sick. She said, I was so sick that I was gonna die. He said, you my mama, I'm not letting you go nowhere. And he took care of her in the house with his wife and his children. He said he showed love. And that's what it is. It's not about the blood that's running in your vein. It's the blood that's in your heart that matters. And so we have to love people the way we want to be loved. It don't matter if y'all grew up in the same household together. It doesn't matter if you've known them 40 years or whatever. Your heart speaks for itself. From the heart to the heart, it speaks for itself. Allow your heart to be show gratitude to other people this season. Let's come out of our shell of, like you said, of holding grudges from 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Family not speaking to family. Let's come out of that. It's time. Do you see the darkness in the world? Be that light. Grow, grow, and grow. I just want to encourage somebody just to come out of your shell, forget the things, the former things, and just press on. Help somebody, because when you help them, you helping yourself.
Yes. And you know what? My prayer every day, every morning I get up, I say my prayer. I say my prayer, thanking God and everything. My prayer every day is, Lord, let me be the light unto somebody. Let my light shine so that they can see that there's still light in the earth. There's still hope in the earth. Like, I work in the medical field, and a lot of times you get patients who come in, they already got diagnosed with an illness, or they going through stuff. Sometimes they come in, they can't afford to pay for it. They need medicine. Just a lot of stuff people be going through on the health issue. And and a lot of times, it's go back real quick what you said. Sometimes people be in the medical field, they're in the medical field for the wrong reason. It's a pet peeve, man. I do not like to see people in that field. Don't become a nurse if you only want to be a nurse to make money. If you're not going to be in the medical field to be a nurse or a medical assistant or whatever, so that you can give people your heart and hope and treat them the way you want to be treated, don't go into the field. But my prayer every day is that I be a light unto somebody. And I just want to say to you all, treat people the way you want to be treated. Wake up in the morning, ask God to bless you and help you to be a light to those who don't have a light, and just show love to other people, and it'll come back to you. And we will not be here on next week. So that's why we're talking about how grateful we are and how thankful we are. As we know, Thanksgiving is next Thursday, and we hope that you guys have a blessed holiday with your family. Lots of love, joy, hope, and peace, and we love you all.
I just want to tell you, this is Thursday, and remember that it's 3 things you ought to have, and they 3 G's. You need to grow, you need to glow, and you need to go. Go somewhere and tell somebody how much you care. Have a beautiful holiday.
Have a beautiful holiday.
Yeah, enjoy your Thanksgiving. We love y'all.
I forgot to sing my song.
We're going to sing next time. Send us a song to sing.
Thank you, Lamont. He said house music. Talking about house music. Not house music.